Bonjour, Pickles! This is Matt Patrick, and welcome to the Rugrats Backlot Tour, where we'll be traveling through all the sets from all the episodes and movies based on one of Nickelodeon's popular cartoons. To your left is Visitors from Outer Space, not to be confused with the McDonald's cartoon, when the babies were abducted by aliens. Guess that explains that Pluto debate. On our right is Runaway Reptar, the biggest Rugrats TV special ever made. And right here is from the vacation episode, where all the characters go to Las Vegas to save the tigers. Which reminds me of the time when the Rugrats went on another vacation and turned into a cinematic story. Rugrats is one of Nickelodeon's popular shows next to SpongeBob SquarePants and The Fairly OddParents. The show is about a bunch of babies doing some usual hijinks in their everyday lives while also going on some adventures, both real and imaginary. The cartoon lasted for a really long time from 1991 to 2004, and it grew into one of Nickelodeon's biggest franchises with spin-offs, toys, video games, a reboot, and of course, movies. I have watched the show many times when I was a kid, alongside SpongeBob and The Fairly OddParents, with all the imagined adventures Tommy and his friends go on, and some surreal animation imagery that occurred in some of the episodes. I did watch some episodes of the spin-off All Grown Up, and it was but I never watched the reboot on Paramount Plus because I wasn't interested in it, and I thought the CGI looked too uncanny, even by the original standards. But in terms of movies, The Rugrats was the first Nickelodeon trilogy before The Yellow Sponge, one of them being a crossover with The Wild Thornberrys. But for this review, I'm going to look over the sequel, which is known by many Rugrats fans to be the best of the movies, and it was the last film that legendary Christine Kavanagh would do some voice acting before she retired. Welcome to another episode of The Wonder Reviews. Grab your screwdrivers because we're going on an adventure of our own. This is Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Oops, wrong set. It's about the Pickles family and the rest of the group going on a vacation in Paris because Tommy's dad, Stu, has to fix the broken Reptar head at Euro Reptar Land. Meanwhile, Chucky, played by the late Christine Kavanagh, feels sad because he doesn't have a mom anymore, so the babies try to help Chucky to find a new mommy by meeting the princess of the theme park. Now, with a plot like this, it does seem straightforward, but what really sells it why it succeeds as a sequel is the heart of the movie. This is a throwback to one of the popular episodes from the show, the Mother's Day special, about Chucky trying to find a mom until his dad tells him who she was and what happened to her. Even if you haven't seen the episode or the show itself, you still understand why Chucky wants a mom. Not just that he can be happy, but his dad as well. Resulting in the eventually being an actual coming-of-age story where Chucky has to learn to face his fears. Another thing I really like about this movie are the concepts and ideas of Euro Reptar Land as this gigantic theme park in Paris. There's even a nice backstory about the princess and Reptar, which gives the place and the prehistoric reptile its own identity. The only issues I would have with the story is the side plot with Spike traveling across France with a poodle named Fifi. I mean, I did enjoy some of it, but what does any of this have to do with Chucky finding a new mom? Also, some of the humor is a mixed bag since they mostly rely on toilet and gross out humor. I know it was always a thing from the cartoon, but I didn't laugh at any of them. The best jokes are some of the pop culture references they make fun of, like Disney, Godzilla, even The Godfather at the beginning and end of the movie.
Ew! Go send the next one in.
Which reminds me, I need to get out here. Welcome to Mirrorland. Hello, Mirror Me. Hello, regular me. I seem to be lost in the studio. Do you know the way out here? Sure, just continue walking through Mirrorland. You'll find a fork in the road. Take the road to the forest. It'll take you to Reptar 2010, and you can borrow their rocket from there. That's a great idea! Thanks, Mirror Me! Oh, I forgot to mention to take the forest with the hopscotch. I'm sure he'll figure it out. He's me. Well, it can't be the hopscotch, so this must be the way. Now, when it comes to making a movie based on a cartoon, the purpose for the screenwriter is to add in any sort of development or new layers that we haven't seen before from the characters from the cartoon. Some are still the same, but they are still likable, and we do learn something new from them. In the first Rugrats movie, the focus was mostly on Tommy having a baby brother named Dill. In this movie, Chucky is basically the star of Rugrats in Paris on his goal of meeting the princess and get a new mom. And since the baby adventure is a character-driven story, it's understandable why he wants one so badly, and you do want to see him achieve his goal by any means for both him and his dad. Chaz Fincher has a big role in the movie since he's back on the saddle to start dating and finding the woman of his dreams, but he has to learn to not rush something so important. As for the rest of the characters, there isn't that much to say about them since they are still the same as they were in the show. Like Tommy is the leader, Phil and Lil are the twins that like to eat worms and supply some gross humor, Angelica the spoiled brat, Stu is Tommy's dad and the inventor that has to fix Reptar's head, Spike is the family dog that's in love with a poodle named Fifi, and all the other parents, Dill and Soothie, are either cameos or extras during the Paris vacation so the main babies can go on this adventure. But that doesn't mean some of them don't have an important role in the movie. Tommy, for instance, is Chucky's best friend that's always there to support him and give him some advice on facing his own fears when confronting the villains or the dragon doorknob. While Angelica is still the rotten kid that's sometimes in cahoots with the villain so she can get anything she asks for, which reminds the audience on why Angelica is still a love-to-hate kind of antagonist from the show. With the new characters, there's Coco, the movie's children-hating villain that wants to marry Chaz in order to become president of Euro Reptarland by her current boss's approval with some help from her henchman, Jean-Claude. She may be a bit goofy, but she has this Cruella de Vil style persona on her which makes her an entertaining villain to watch. But then there's Kira, one of the workers in the park who is the exact opposite of Coco for caring about kids, especially her daughter Kimmy, who is basically the same as Tommy, being brave and eager to go on adventures. Although she sometimes helps the villain, Kira does not favor her behavior or diabolical plans, and she does form a believable chemistry with Chaz. Okay, is it just me, or did things get dark in the afternoon? Uh-oh.
Hello, friend. I'm Mr. Friend. Let's be friends until the end.
No, go away!
Let's play tag or hide and seek. We'll have fun every week.
Ah! Ew. Ew. Again. Whoa!
Ooh, yum yums.
Ah, you can't eat me! That would be cannibalistic!
But you're not a cannonball, silly.
Under the bed, 3 Jacks and a Beanstalk, Rugrats Kwanzaa, game show Dee. Ah, here it is! Blue Skidoo, we can too! Yes, I made it! You will reach your destination in just a few minutes. As a film that's a tie-in to a Nicktoons show made by Classy Suko, it does look cinematic-worthy. Like the first Rugrats movie, it uses digital ink and paint instead of the traditional animation. When it comes to the character designs, it still has the same abstract cartoonish look for both the new and old characters. Sure, it looks weird, but it's creatively weird, and this art style is meant to show the perspective of the babies in their own eyes. However, the cartoony animation is really good at making them down to earth, but still presents some fun slapstick or energetic hijinks whenever the babies travel through Paris. And since they are taking a vacation to the City of Light, Paris is gorgeous to look at with the landscapes like the Eiffel Tower, the cathedral, and the grand scale of the city itself. But the best backgrounds in the city is the theme park Euro Reptarland. I mean, look at this place! This is the biggest fictional amusement park I have ever seen. You got a tidal wave themed resort, the world's biggest slide, and a small world ride called Ooey Gooey World that shoots goo everywhere. The theme park gets even more fun with some of the chasing with some funny scenarios when the babies trying to escape the bad guys like security ninjas, or the climax where they control an animatronic Reptar. On top of some impressive CGI on the dinosaur and Robo-Snail. Now when it comes to some of the songs in this, I wouldn't officially consider it an original musical since they use plenty of pop songs in this. But by themselves, they feel like a mixed bag or just plain cheesy. Some are forgettable like the Pack and Go song, but then you got some that are catchy like Who Let the Dogs Out. Some that stand out the most and play an important role in the movie, like I Want a Mom, and then you got Chucky Chan with some nice visuals and impressive karate moves. And keep in mind, this animation was made in the year 2000. This was the same year that featured films like Chicken Run, The Emperor's New Groove, and The Road to El Dorado. I mean, this is a Rugrats movie. Did anyone expect any of this storytelling and film animation to be in this follow-up? This is a cartoon animation that knows how to think big. Rugrats in Paris is an entertaining and heartfelt movie based on a cartoon. I wouldn't go as far that it's the best animated movie I've seen because of the mixed humor and pop songs, but still a really good film with a nice story, likable characters, incredible animation, and has a lot of charm and heart that went into this sequel. If you're a fan of the Rugrats cartoon, or you're looking for a family fun movie, then you will definitely like this. You'd be surprised how a show about talking babies turned out to be so emotional and mature. No matter where Tommy, Chucky, and the others go, and whatever they do, there is always a big adventure coming their way. I'm going to give Rugrats 2 a B+. You have reached your destination. You know, for all this talk about Euro Reptar Land, would it be great if some other fictional amusement parks would come to life in the real world? Like Thrillville, Itchy and Scratchy Land, Wally World, Horrorland, Luna Park, or maybe... Oh boy. Don't tell me what I think it means. Yeah, I knew it. I'm Matt Harry Patrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go find some magic bunny slippers and call home. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, check out these other videos, or feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming reviews and other projects. I'll see you soon.